For my service learning project, I volunteered for the Whatcom Creek Trail Work Party through the program lead. The 2-hour session consisted of cleaning up the trails from garbage and the removal of hedge bindweed, also known as morning glory. Seeing this particular plant all over the Northwest and growing up here all of my life, I was informed for the first time that these vine-like plants were severely invasive to the state of Washington. By learning about invasive species in Biology 101 this quarter, and with the help of the lead staff, I am now able to identify one of the most harmful plants to the ecosystem I live in here at Western. A little bit of a background on these plants really applies to their physical features and how they can harm other plants. Their vine-like structure makes it easy for them to grow on any surface, which can ultimately constrict other plants from sunlight and nutrients, which can potentially kill them off entirely. In the removal process, I found this to be true because you couldn't just pull the vine out without taking out the plant that it was intertwined with. Participating in this work party, I could easily relate it to class regarding to biodiversity. Biodiversity is an ecosystem filled with plants, animals, and insects, doing their part to improve and sustain the environment. But when any part of an individual in an ecosystem halts the overall jobs of other species, the diversity becomes scarcer if nothing is done to remove the harmful and invasive species. After most of the morning glory was removed, the second hour is dedicated to spreading mulch and bark along the perimeters of the trails parallel to Whatcom Creek, brought in by the Parks Department so that it could make the area look nicer, but to decrease the large amounts of nutrients that flow into the creek. This process is called eutrophication, caused by fertilizers, nutrients, etc., flowing into bodies of water through rain runoff. If eutrophication occurs at a high enough rate, the pollution levels can potentially harm clean bodies of salt and freshwater ecosystems. The addition of the mulch was important because it can slow down the process of excess nutrients flowing into the creek. After the work party, I felt confident leaving because we made a large dent in halting the algae growth process, which can deplete the oxygen amounts for other aquatic organisms, such as the local fish that need Whatcom Creek for survival and all of the plants and animals that call Bellingham Bay home. And also, large amounts of algae growth is just one of the things that can harm an aquatic ecosystem. Lastly, the 2 jobs the group did as a whole may have seemed small in regards to the entire ecosystem. But when the overall ecology comes into play and looking at the jobs in a perspective relating to the overall local food web, a small amount of effort can greatly affect ecosystems whether we see it or not. Before Biology 101, I didn't think of how the immense impact of the bottom of part of the food web has on the larger parts of the food web, such as the big producers and consumers, such as evergreen trees or even the whales. Completing this lead party in the Seaholm Hill Lab, I've learned that the small actions us humans have on the environment are bigger than what we see.